Why Bitcoin is the best weapon society has against inflation and wealth inequality. By Martin Leo Rivers. For Bitcoin enthusiasts, one of the most compelling things about the cryptocurrency is its ability to sidestep fiat monetary systems that dilute the value of cash holdings through inflation. That isn't anywhere near as complicated as it sounds. Put very simply, central banks grease the wheels of their economies by continually printing new money. A higher money supply makes it easier for companies to spend and service their debt. But there's a catch. For every new dollar you add to the spending pool, the buying power of each individual dollar falls proportionally. Again, this is simpler than it sounds. Changing the money supply doesn't magically create wealth or value. If your economy is a nursery and your money supply is crayons, then doubling the number of crayons in the room doesn't make the kids any richer. They all have twice as many crayons as they had before, so they all double the number they offer when bartering for toys, books, and so on. In real terms, nothing has changed because the new supply of money is being evenly shared between everyone in the nursery. Where things get more complicated, and where Bitcoiners have rightly identified a need for a different, fairer system, is what happens when supply and distribution aren't evenly matched. Central bankers claim this isn't a concern, because they contend that all the cash ultimately trickles down to the man on the street, be it through stimulus checks or higher wages or fatter pension funds or whatever other pathway they conjure up. In practice, of course, we know that simply doesn't reflect reality. In the real world, billionaires have, by far, been the biggest winners from COVID-era money printing. They've taken their higher money supply, including vast sums of borrowed money, which is cheaper and easier to obtain when interest rates are low, and they've pumped it into inflation-beating asset classes such as the stock market, real estate, collectibles, and so on. The middle classes have done the same, but on a smaller scale, building their savings during COVID lockdowns and then allocating a healthy chunk of those funds to assets that have appreciated in value nicely. Now consider the poor and the working classes. What little bonus cash they've received during the pandemic has either been spent on survival or stagnated. Unable to get on the property ladder, they can neither benefit from rising house prices nor start building equity by replacing rent. Money that goes into someone else's pot, with mortgage payments, money that goes into their own. Stock markets may, technically, be within their reach, but at a profound handicap due to high transaction fees and a limited understanding of investment strategies, the kind of know-how that rich people simply pay someone else to worry about. This imbalance results in one thing: inequality. If you're rich, you can take a higher money supply and use it to your advantage. If you're poor, you really can't. You're stuck with whatever cash holdings you have in the new economy. And, as we know, the value of those holdings is actively being diluted through inflation. The more money is printed, the poorer you get. Interest rates, of course, could save the day, if central banks wanted them to. When the interest rate rises above the inflation rate, any of us can grow the value of our cash simply by dumping it in a savings account. But policymakers don't want this, because just about the only thing holding up the global economy right now is easy access to debt. As soon as the interest rate paid by borrowers increases, the shaky foundations of our COVID-era economic recovery will collapse. Businesses and homeowners who binged on cheap loans will suddenly be unable to make repayments. Waves of bankruptcies and foreclosures will cripple the global economy. Small wonder that central bankers, none of whom are working class, by the way, prefer the easy option of hammering poor people. This might not be perfect, they rationalize, but everything seems to be stable and everyone I know is doing rather well. That, in a nutshell, tells you why central banks are the biggest driver of wealth inequality. So, what to do? Well, as long as central bankers and politicians are in the driving seat, there's really no way of changing the direction of this economic journey. Those in power will always promote policies that advance their own personal interests, and they will do whatever is necessary to delay a global economic crash, even one that would, in the long run, probably be good for society as it would precipitate structural reforms to the current, broken system.
Facts.
If there is a solution, it would have to be an alternative monetary system that's resilient to both inflation and central bank manipulation. No prizes for stating the obvious there. Civilization has aspired to have such a system for millennia. Trouble is, it's never been that easy to build a monetary network that's backed by no one and yet protects the interests of everyone so convincingly that ordinary people will trust it with their life savings. Never, that is, until 2009, when the launch of the Bitcoin monetary network gave the world its first taste of decentralized blockchain technology. The boring bit. Convincing readers about the technical benefits of blockchain is a bit like convincing overweight people about the health benefits of dieting. The proof is in the pudding, as it were, and the average person on the street has no more inclination to become an expert in food science, the how or why a given diet is effective, than they do computer programming. That said, you can't understand the genius behind Bitcoin without having at least a basic grasp of the revolutionary nature of blockchain technology, so here goes. Trust is everything. I've already alluded to the fact that creating a monetary system from scratch is virtually impossible because money has no value unless enough people believe it has value. The easiest way to foster that belief is to get a government to pledge to uphold, or back, its value. Think of that, promise to pay the bearer on demand, you see on banknotes. Another, more tenuous way is to come up with a universally appealing asset that has a fixed supply. Gold ticks this box nicely. It's aesthetically attractive. It can't be forged because of its unique density, and it can't be manufactured by anyone, so there'll only ever be as much gold on the planet as the planet already holds, shiny asteroids notwithstanding. Then again, gold is a pain in the ass. It's heavy, so it's a burden to carry and transfer. It's not easily divisible, so it's hard to pay precise amounts with it. Not many people do their weekly shop with gold. But what if you could create a digital version of gold that weighs nothing, moves at the speed of light, and is divisible to the tiniest fraction of value? Sounds great, also impossible, until 2009. If you only understand one thing about what blockchain technology does, let it be this. For the first time in history, blockchains give us genuinely immutable data. That means the information contained within them cannot be changed, ever. How they achieve this takes time to understand. It's to do with the decentralized nature of the ledger, which lists all the transactions ever made on the blockchain and is secured by 1. The number of copies in existence, full nodes, all of which are cross-checked against each other. 2. The process through which new data is written, cryptographic encryption. And 3. The energy consumption of the network, the hash rate, which makes it impossible to overpower or change the course of the encryption process. I might have lost you there, but the end result isn't difficult to grasp. Once you have immutable data, you have the ability to create autonomous digital money. By ensuring that Bitcoin's transaction history can never be altered, mankind has created a digital asset that satisfies 5 of the criteria for money. It's durable, portable, scarce, divisible, and fungible, interchangeable. The final criteria, acceptability, or the willingness of people to conceive of Bitcoin as real money, will be determined not by its technical traits but by humanity's attitude towards it. In an increasingly digital age, the outlook is favorable. Bitcoin's detractors, and there are many, typically old, middle-class people who've become very rich from the status quo, cite a different definition of money, that it must be embraced by society as a medium of exchange, a unit of account, and a store of value. Bitcoin fails on all fronts, they say, as too few people use it on a daily basis, and the price is too volatile to measure or store value. Maybe so, today, but it's also attained a market cap of $1 trillion in just 12 years. Is that not rather swift progress? And what of the dollar and the other fiat currencies? Are they convenient mediums of exchange across international borders? Do they give us stable, predictable prices year after year? Most important of all, are they a store of value in an era of high inflation? If you've ever complained about the rising cost of living, you already know the answer.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Solo TV 84. This Forbes article that was read by the AI or robot, and get used to that because a lot of y'all are going to be dealing with AI and robots if you're not already dealing with AI and robots. Well, technically you are. Every time you pick up your iPhone or your Android, it's got AI in it, right? And for those who just are coming in, it's titled Why Bitcoin is the Best Weapon Society Has Against Inflation and Wealth Inequality. And so that is going to be the main topic of today's show, right? Now, for those who don't know me, my name is Solomon Jones. And right now, guys, the Trendsetter Cryptocurrency course is on sale, right? So there's an additional 30% off. There's no promo code needed. All you have to do is just, sign up, and it'll teach you how to look into crypto, how to research it, how to get it, how to exchange it. You know, there's a steep learning curve, right? And so what I've done is I've combined my 4.5 years of knowledge into this course, along with interviews from my millionaire mentor. Salute to him, Ian Balina. I also have an interview with a 25-year-old crypto millionaire. My 2021 coins that I'm most bullish on. And it's a do it in your own pace type of course. So lifetime accessible. So you can always come back to it. We have people who always come back to refresh. And I'm very proud of it. It's probably some of my best content work in regards to presentation, video editing, and giving information, right? Now, if you don't have the money for the course, or you're more in an intermediary to advanced level, then I do have the Patreon that is a lot more economical. $5 a month will get you 90% of the content. $10 will get you 100%. I give information on free airdrops where you can get free cryptos, spreadsheets, all downloadable, my PDFs, all downloadable, videos on coins that I'm looking at or coins that, to avoid. Yeah, stay away from Hyperice. Facts. Also, my mid-month crypto reports, analysis, and all of that, that's on Patreon, okay? And so, okay, that's what's up, bro. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Super Dude said, just bought your course, Solo. Salute, but will you drop a more advanced course? Hoo-wee! You know what? That is the talk, right? The more advanced course, I'm actually working on. I'm thinking about it because that one would be more based on the TA side, right? Because in the trends of the course, I got more into the fundamental side. The advanced course would be more in the TA side, but I'm gonna be honest, my TA right now needs a lot of work. But we're working on it. We're working on it for sure. Let's take a look at the market. So obviously, about a week ago, Bitcoin hit its all-time high at 68,000, and right now we're just kind of been going back and forth, right, between 56 to about 59,000 for the last few days. Ethereum is at $4,304. Ethereum has been still pretty consistent. I do believe that Ethereum, we will see by the end of the year $10,000 Ethereum. Beginning of 2020, I believe that we'll see a $15,000 to $20,000 Ethereum, possibly by late January, February, right? All the fundamentals, guys, for crypto are excellent. What is happening is we had some FUD courtesy of India, where they announced for the 5th time, it seems, in the last 5-6 years, that crypto will be banned. And of course, we know that the CCP, right? They've been trying to tank Bitcoin as much as they can. A lot of manipulation, guys. Eventually, it will be found out. Now, XRP is at $1.07. You guys know me, man. I think XRP is a great buy at any price. I know. You heard me. Yes, sir. I said at any price. However, I'm looking to get back into it at 99 cents. Dogecoin has some big news coming out in the next couple weeks. I already talked about that on Patreon, but once it comes out, it comes out. Shiba Inu is down, Matter of fact, let me buy some Shiba right now, bro. This is a great price. Listen, bro, I'm not capping, bro. Just so you guys don't think I'm buying some Shiba right now, bro. Hold on 1 second. I'm buying some Shiba right now. Boom, boom, boom. Because this is a great price. Oh, no, it went up. It went up on the app. Of course, it's always a little bit higher, right? Okay, guys. So I'm just buying some Shiba Inu. Shiba's gonna run, right? When, I don't know. But Shiba is definitely gonna, when I say run, I'm talking about it's gonna break out eventually. The fact that it's been consolidating at this level, which is closer to the previous all-time high, right? Which is what, the 3.7 marker, if I'm not mistaken. That's not a bad sign. Oh, man. So, yeah, guys, I just bought 217,000 SHIBs. That's $10 worth, bro. No cap, real rap, all facts. So, Shiba Inu is a great price right now. Well, might as well buy live while I can. So yeah. So now, guys, here's the thing. Just a basic tip, right? If you always want to get the best price, you can always compare different exchanges, and different exchanges will then show you the prices. And I don't think it hurts to be on different exchanges, right? It's a hassle to keep track of all the different passwords and logins, but it's worth it because come cash out season, which, guys, trust me, we're about a month away from that. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need to have different exchanges, because if your goal is, I'm just gonna cash out on Coinbase, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Start paying. And I'm not here to fearmonger. I'm just telling you guys what happened in 2017. And remember what happened last month when Shiba went on a run, guys? What happened to Coinbase? All of a sudden, Coinbase started acting goofy, right? You couldn't log in, right? Coinbase was down, right? So they like to blame it on the traffic. I beg to differ. I think that they do that purposely, right? I don't have any proof, but I just find it hard to believe that a multi-billion-dollar company servers just all happen to go down as soon as people want to buy your product or buy a product on your website. I find that hard to believe. If Amazon, Walmart can handle, millions of different people buying, Amazon maybe even billions at a time, and their servers don't go down like Coinbase does, something is amiss. Something is amiss. Waiting for DOT to pump. Well, DOT has been doing very well, Seb. I'm glad you bring up DOT. I mean, DOT has been kind of like the silent crypto, like through it all. Hold on. Why am I not logged in? See, guys, that's why I got to log in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. There we go. Now we logged in. You know what I'm saying? See, there you go. See, now in my login, you see how DOT is highlighted? Facts. Hold on, let me highlight BNB as well. Now, DOT is at $40, right? All-time high is 55.07. DOT has been kind of quiet, but DOT has been doing it on a good way, in a good way, right? And DOT is still a top 10 coin. That's great. Now, the coin that has been really juking and moving has been Crow, aka Crypto.com. And I addressed that already earlier about how the Staples Center, right? They sold their naming rights to Crypto.com. So Crypto.com, the last week has been on a tear. As you guys can see, it's been up over 117%. The last 30 days has been doing phenomenal. I bought Crow because, guys, for those who don't know, I started a dummy wallet. Hit one in the chat. If you guys want me to, post my dummy wallet, post how I'm doing. And the dummy wallet is very simple. I told myself, okay, I'm gonna do $100, and I want to see, can I grow $100 organically, right? And can I flip $100 into 10 grand? I know that sounds crazy, but I want to see if I can do it. I want to challenge myself. So remember, guys, starting in July, right? $100. So what that means is I'm not even dollar cost averaging, guys. I'm handicapping myself. So I'm not even dollar cost averaging in this dummy profile. I'm just seeing what I can do, if I can flip these coins and get into better position, right? But right now, that dummy wallet is at 585. So that's not bad. So think about it, guys. If you would have put $100 into Crypto.com, and I don't know, if you would have gotten into the coins I got or similar, you would be up right now, nearly 6x. Because that's what I'm up right now. Some of you may be up right now 7 or 8x, depending on which coin you got in. But yeah, guys, if you want me to post the dummy account, let me know. Hit one in the chat. But I got Crow with it, and that was one of the best moves I ever did, and that was back in July. So, hodling, I know a lot of people, the market is changing. And because of that, the strategies is changing as well, right? I mean, when I last year at this time, meme coins were wasn't even a thing. Metaverse it was talked about, but it wasn't a thing like it is now. So the market has really, really evolve. If you look at how Mana's doing, right? Mana just reached 435 recently. Now it's a 414. Axie Infinity has slipped a little bit, but I think Axie still will do well. It's at 134.18. So the Metaverse coins are doing very, very well. And for those who are not familiar with Metaverse, well, Metaverse got put on the spot when Mark Zuckerberg talked about it, right? And as I said earlier, for anybody who's a Patreon of mine, let me know. Hit 2 in the chat. I said that, Metaverse coins are going to be, they're going to be, you don't be shocked to see a Metaverse coin. Hold on. I just want to see if they got the Metaverse. Nope, they don't got no Metaverse. So we'll just click on gaming or virtual. Yeah. We'll click on, let's click on gaming. But Metaverse coins and gaming coins are going to be some of the biggest coins in the market. And here's something that I've said already. The crypto market officially changed this year, right? And whether you like Dogecoin or not, Dogecoin completely changed the game. Dogecoin changed the game by introducing meme tokens, which started that wave. That got a lot of the retailers involved in the crypto space. And who are retailers? They're everyday people like you and I, right? And so the reality is when you are, especially when you look at a lot of these YouTube channels that have been around since 2017, 2016, 2015, and even earlier, a lot of people don't really care about the tech of a coin. I'm talking about the average retailer, right? Yeah, ADA is cool. Ethereum is cool. That's how they look at it. But if you can deal with a coin that resonates with you, like Decentraland, right? Or the Sandbox, a coin that you deal with where you play with it, P2E, play to earn games, and a coin that you actually interact with on a daily basis, which a lot of these Metaverse coins do, then the average person is going to be more adapt to purchasing crypto. It's very, very simple. Gala is a coin that I've talked about on the channel. I was looking at Gala when it was 9 cents, and it's 43 right now. And I'm mad that I didn't FOMO in when it was 9 cents. But you know what, guys? I said this in September, and I will continue to say it, even though people think I'm crazy. But I still believe we're going to look at a big I don't want to say big correction, but a big dip coming, right? Now, people think this is a big dip. Were we at 57,000? I don't think so. I think we're going to see a big dip coming. I don't know how long it'll last, but there's going to be a big dip. And when that dip happens, make sure that you got your buy orders, your limit orders ready, But I think that with everything going on in the crypto market, the fundamentals are still looking healthy. Everything's still looking good. Metaverse coins, gaming coins, meme coins are right now, they're killing the game. And there's so many of them that, it's easy to get coin fatigue. It's very, very easy to get coin fatigue, right? Walter Harrison, I got some Gala and it doubled. Hey, bro, salute to you. Let me know when you got in. I'm hoping Gala will go down to 5 cents during a crash or something, right? That's just being honest. David Stanton says, when do you see a big dip and then a big run up? Do you think Bitcoin to 100K like Bitcoin crypto say in plan B? I think that we'll see 100,000 next year. Matter of fact, I think we'll see 125,000 in January. I think we'll probably finish the year anywhere from 80 to 95,000, right? I'm just being very hesitant right now because right now, in my humble opinion, Bitcoin should already be at 100,000 like a month ago. But there's been so much manipulation that even technical analysis guys, when they look at the charts, they're like, "Yo, this is a heavy manipulation going on," So I do believe that Bitcoin will hit 100,000, but I don't think it will until January of next year. I think we'll probably hit 125K Bitcoin. I think we'll finish the year anywhere from 80 to 98. But you know what? Ask me again in 2 weeks, and I'll have a better answer for you. You feel me? All right. Seb says Axie Infinity is a game popular in Asia. Lots of kids making bank off playing a game. Exactly. People are, and you guys are going to see that more in the future. People making money playing these P2E games, play to earn games, and you don't even have to be like super duper good. If you play 12 hours a day and you average like, $15 an hour playing it, that's a livable wage. Well, not with inflation, and we'll talk about that more in a moment. But they were saying in an article that I pulled up, guys, remember I think it was a month ago. I don't remember which video, but they were saying that the average person is going to make anywhere from $9 to $20 an hour off these P2E games as a full-time job. Now, this is like for your average gamer. Obviously, if you're like a super duper good gamer, you'll probably make more money. But those gamers then tend to end up being in these esports leagues and things like that. Carl McFarland says, BitBoy said metaverse coins are going to turn man that work in Starbucks into millionaires. I agree. I agree. I think that metaverse coins are going to turn a lot of you guys into millionaires and some even into billionaires. You guys don't understand how early the space is. We're talking about, virtual reality here, right? A brand new way of looking at things, right? Now, you guys know I got to play the Blocktopia video. You guys already know. For those that don't know, what's the metaverse, man? I don't know what that means, man. Let me pull up that Blocktopia video because they have Blocktopia, by the way. And shout out to the brother. I forgot his name. I be forgetting names, bro, because, but the brother was the one who told me about Blocktopia. So I'm still looking to buy it. Haven't gotten into it. See, that's just what it is. Hold on one second, guys. Let me just see what's going on with this. Is anybody in the chat in Blocktopia, by the way? Let me know. Let me know. Blocktopia, I think, does a great job. And Blocktopia, didn't they have some, and they're on the Polygon network, right? But didn't they have some big news coming out? Anyway, it's very interesting. So while my internet is buffering, guys, bear with me. I blame Sleepy Joe on this. You know what I mean? This Joe Biden internet got me looking bad out here, man. Even Obama net was better than this. You know what I mean? Okay, guys. So bear with me 1 second. So now my computer wants to act up. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, salute to you too, bro. I'm trying to get my Sleepy Joe Wi-Fi to work here properly. Bear with me. Bear with me, guys. I wish I had some music like the other YouTubers do, but the budget went into the crypto. Seb says, are you worried about the infrastructure bill? I heard we got to start reporting our earnings to IRS. I'm not worried at all. I think that the infrastructure bill has very loose language that needs to be cleaned up. For example, that the whole thing about you have to, anytime you make a transaction, you have to get a person's social security number. Good luck with that. You don't need, and if you're buying an NFT, let's say you're buying an NFT from somebody, right? How are you going to get somebody's social security number? Crypto is based all about privacy. I'm sorry, but good luck with that. Now you already know what the IRS is trying to do. They're trying to figure out who's doing what with the money by you reporting whenever you make a certain amount, right? And yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Okay, guys, bear with me 1 second. I don't know why my internet is acting up right now. Bear with me, guys. So I'm not worried about the infrastructure bill. I think that when you start to look at the timing of the infrastructure bill, I think all of that is meant to scare you guys. And when I say you guys, I'm talking about you guys that are in the crypto space for, 12 months or less into FOMOing out of crypto. Let me say that again, into FOMOing out of crypto, right? And you know what? They did the same thing with XRP. Remember when XRP, the SEC case came out? I fell for it. I traded all my XRP for Ethereum or XLM. I mean, I don't regret doing that, but now looking at it, why, and looking at XRP deeper, and I've always known XRP was the one, but deeper, then I understand why they deal, messing with XRP. So, I'm still new to crypto. Where can I purchase a metaverse coins, or are they actually coins we already know, like XRP, ETH, Solana, Bitcoin, etc.? Yeah, so metaverse coins are coins that deal primarily with gaming and virtual reality, right? So Jay Air, go back to the video. If you go back to the video about 10 minutes, I show you how to look at metaverse coins on livecoinwatch.com. And right now my computer just decided not to cooperate. So this is weird, bro. I haven't done the show in a while, and now I'm having some troubles. That's very interesting. So guys, bear with me. I'm just trying to get this going. I don't understand why I'm having issues, but of course that's how it works. Whenever you give good information, then things just happen to not work properly, right? Is that coincidence? I don't think so. I do not think so at all. But crypto wallets are public. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Okay, so can you guys still hear me? Hello, hello, hello. So guys, bear with me. I'm just trying to get this going. Hello. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Everything is frozen. But of course, that's how it works. Whenever you give good information. Can you guys still hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, guys, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Please let me know in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, so, and there's a major delay I'm noticing. But so right now, what you're seeing is the Blocktopia website, right? So if you think of the metaverse, it's gonna be like Ready Player One, and basically it's gonna be your own virtual. It's gonna be not your own. Well, it may be your own depending on if you have some real estate in the metaverse. But it's basically gonna be a virtual reality world where you can, do what you want to do in regards to, you know, do so like Ready Player One. You can do some drag racing. You can, party as an avatar. You can attend work or conferences, church services. You can fly a spaceship. You know. So this is Blocktopia. This is a crypto that I'm. Okay, guys. So once again, I do apologize for the internet issues today. Not sure what's going on. Am I back? All right, so I went to my more stable connection. Hopefully this works, but I'm not exactly sure what's going on. It could be a combination of StreamYards and my internet. I apologize. So let's get into the inflation topic. So I already pulled up that Forbes article, right? But let's look into some more of the visuals regarding to that, and then we'll discuss it here in between. This is Bloomberg Markets and Finance. Fair use. Here we go.
Probably heading higher.
Hold on, let me turn that up a little bit. There we go.
Has Bitcoin gone past its status as perhaps a speculative store of value?
Yes, Linda, good to be back. No, absolutely. This past week was
okay. So this video is old. Bitcoin has surpassed 20,000 a long time ago, bruh. Once again, it's the agents. They don't want you to drop that heat. Yeah, you know what? I haven't had any issues with my internet until today. I mean, if you guys are Patreon members, you guys see how I just go zoom in and out when I do my videos, right? But today I'm just having a lot of difficulties today. So guys, bear with me. We'll get this situated. Just one moment. Just bear with me. No, I'm saying so. Okay, let's look at this here. So anyway, guys, while we booting this up, I hope everybody is doing well. Let me know if this video doesn't work. We'll just go on to the next topic. But in the chat, meanwhile, while I'm loading this up, let me know what coins are you guys looking at? Let me know what you guys are looking at. And I'm going to try to get this other video going. But anyway, so as it was mentioned earlier, right? So with this inflation, what people are going to do is they're going to look to hedge their wealth, right? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Found an alternate video.
Congratulations on the gig. It's good to see you again.
Great to see you.
I'd love to talk to you about this basket that you've built, which kind of folds in both Bitcoin and Ether, and then later talk a bit about whether or not you see it as speculation or an inflation hedge. But what's your overall framework?
Okay, so for those that don't know, Bitcoin did an upgrade about a week ago, right? So I honestly don't notice the difference. I mean, I wish those Ethereum fees would go down, right? Right.
Listen, when I used to be a semiconductor analyst years ago, and I tell people that I didn't even know what the 10-year yield was. Literally, I didn't know if it was 3, 4, or 5. I was just focused on gross margins. Are they above consensus or not, right? And so obviously years later, anybody who's a tech analyst or semiconductor analyst now knows what interest rates are, knows interest rate sensitivity. My job, we write research at Trivariate for big institutional investors, and we try to think through what risks could be out there and what risks could be managed. And when we look at crypto, now on CNBC, you get the update on its performance as often as you get the S&P 500 performance. We wanted to see whether that's an actual risk that equity investors should be monitoring. And so it turns out that it's pretty hard to replicate through equities, but it does seem lately to be correlated to an inflation basket we had and also a sort of speculation basket. And so I think it's a proxy at some level for that. And I wouldn't be surprised if over the next few years, today's semiconductor analyst or any analyst will start knowing, crypto as well as the 10-year yield.
Interesting. So you argue it's part speculation, part inflation hedge, but you also say it's a highly idiosyncratic asset class. What do you mean by that?
So you can't really replicate it. It's not like I could say, all right, let me take 30 US equities. I'll just mirror basically the return I get from some crypto basket. You can't really do that, right? Other stocks you could basically mirror and say they're less idiosyncratic or replicable, we call it. But this crypto basket.
And as I said, at the beginning of the stream, the crypto market is not the stock market. And every time I talk to stock guys, they try to, give me stock lingo and stock type things. Yeah, there's similarities. I'm not going to be dismissive of that. But the crypto market is unlike the stock market. And I think that especially as we finish the fourth quarter, meaning the rest of the fiscal year, and then we're going into the first quarter of 2022, you're going to see that more and more how the crypto market is completely different than the stock market. Salute to the reality of fitness. Hey, sir, how are you? He says, spread those clandestine crypto chronicles, Mr. Solomon, sir. Thanks. Hey, appreciate you supporting. Really appreciate you, man. All right, so let's keep going.
It's still pretty unique. I mean, if I take a sort of equity framework that's pretty common, I can only explain maybe 10% of a crypto basket's return. So it's pretty idiosyncratic. People who think of it as a separate asset class, they can't really get its exposure through equities. And maybe they will be able to someday, but right now they can't. So I think
You know, and I find that very interesting that he says that, right? So they get some guy in a suit, and you know, he's talking about equities, right? And equities are basically values of shares issued by a company, right? And here's the thing. I mean, when you look at, for example, Ethereum, right? When you look at these bankers talk about crypto, once again, they're using a lot of stock market terminology, banking terminology, because whoever controls the money does what? They control the power. So if these, you know, investors, hedge fund investors, venture capitalists, bankers, whoever can control the money, can control the cryptocurrency, then they have what? They have the power. So the reality is this: with decentralization, it's a beautiful thing. You are in control of your own crypto. You have sovereignty over your crypto. You are the one when you're dealing with cryptocurrency. That's facts.
That means is that more and more asset allocators are going to consider whether a sleeve of crypto makes sense for their clients.
It's interesting to hear you say that, Adam. It's Morgan, by the way. I mean, I just think about it being like MicroStrategy.
On top of that, and I'm gonna crap on some investors and hedge fund managers and bankers. I don't care. Why would I give up that power for you guys? I mean, listen. Why would you let somebody else invest your crypto? That doesn't make sense. If you take the time out to do it, this is why I always recommend my course. That's why I show you how to do that, right? So at the end of the day, why would I pay somebody else to do that and then pay a fee, right? Because I got to keep it real. I've talked to a lot of different, financial advisors and such. A lot of them don't know squat about crypto. Yeah, they could probably kick my butt when it comes to stocks and S&P 500s, but a lot of them don't know the difference between a token and a coin, even, for example. A lot of them don't even know what NFT stands for. So me personally, a lot of these traditional investors, financial analysts and such, they're just like trying to get caught up now. I've been in this space for 4 years, bruh. I've been in this space for 4 years. Ian Bellina is the one who got me in the game, bruh. Google him. Google him. Google who my mentor is. Ian Bellina. Google him. He's the one who brought me in this game. So you got these hedge funds, financial analysts, financial investors, they're playing catch up. You guys, if you've been in the crypto space for a year, you probably know more than the average person, financial investor, analyst. A lot of them are just now getting into the game. A lot of these companies are just now getting into the game, and they're behind. That's facts. That's facts.
Which tends to trade higher or lower based on the price of Bitcoin on any given day. So it sounds like, well, let me put it this way: should investors have crypto in some form or fashion within their portfolio, and if so, then if not through the equity proxies, then how?
Yeah, so you're right. There are about 30 equities. We have a basket of them in our note for our clients that either have actual, cryptocurrencies on their balance sheets. And you mentioned MicroStrategy, they're going to trade on it because that's actually part of their P&L. But some of the other ones that have been correlated to it lately are.
And I, as you guys know, I'm not a financial advisor, and I'll never say don't seek a financial advisor, because it's not financial advice. Seek a financial advisor, but just know that I find it very odd that when in 2017, I always tell the story when I was kicking that financial advisor's ass in the restaurant, and he got flustered and pulled out his BMW car keys because he didn't know what he was talking about, and I was kicking his ass in crypto conversation, right? Just know that, guys, if you do get a financial advisor or financial help, that they know the market, right? And it's very easy to do. Just ask them some questions, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you guys have to realize a lot of these institutions, like there are a lot of institutions that have been in the game, but there are a lot of institutions that are coming late to the game. And that's obvious.
They're anti-correlated. it seems a little bit more spurious, right? If the market's up and crypto's up, then things look correlated, but it might not be because of anything other than a sort of spurious relationship. So I think we need more time and data to really tell how, with, a basket of equities, whether we can get crypto exposure. I focus on U.S. equities and portfolio managers and CIOs who do U.S. equities. And right now, I don't think you really need to, take the bet on crypto in a portfolio like that. I think if you're an asset allocator or you're
Right. And this is a guy who, anyway, let's keep going.
retail investor, clearly it's a different and bigger question. And I think it's pretty clear that people are, deciding whether they want to advise their clients to have some crypto exposure. So it really depends, Morgan, on your net worth and a whole bunch of other
Right. But guys, remember what I talked about earlier this year? And I'm gonna do this right now. I'm gonna stun on this cat, bro. Like we're gonna put this to rest, bro. I thought I already did earlier this year, right? And this just came out a week ago. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna stun on this guy real quick. Because this is what these institutions aren't telling you guys. They come on media and they give you a lot of nothing. This guy, he basically didn't say anything. Basically, he just said, that's all he said, right? So basically, that's what he said. So we're going to stun on this guy real quick. Now, for those of you who've been watching my channel since the beginning of the year, January 2021, one of the first streams that I did was when Citibank, well, matter of fact, this was before 2021. Man, time flies by, man. This came out a little over a year ago. But Citibank, there was a internal memo or some internal email that they were sending to their top clients that came out that was leaked, where Citibank was predicting a $300,000 Bitcoin by December 31st, right? And at the end of the day, when you have JP Morgan, and the paperwork has been proven, right? JP Morgan came out and they said back in 2018 that Ripple and the Ripple network are going to be the future. It's out there, guys. I mean, I can show it to you. These banks and institutions have been knowing that for years. But what they've been trying to do is they've been trying to get ahead of the 8 ball. Remember what I said earlier? He who controls the money controls what? The power. So, of course, Jimmy Dimon, or whatever his name is, right? The CEO of JP Morgan, is going to badmouth crypto, threaten his employees, which I think might be illegal, that if any of them get into crypto, they may get fired. This is 2017. That's facts. And now all of a sudden you hear about this whole year, what have we been hearing? JP Morgan is setting up a division for crypto. What? Citibank, we already know they're in it. Deutsche Bank, they're in it. Mass adoption is inevitable. It's happening. I mean, with the Crypto.com news that I mentioned earlier, it's happening at a higher and higher rate. 2020, I was talking a lot about the food shortage, guys. Remember? A lot of people said I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. But history has an interesting way of repeating itself. And what I mean by that is, this isn't the first time that we've dealt with pandemics, right? I mean, we can talk about the Spanish flu and such. But there's always pattern towards human history and human behavior, meaning that when certain things happen, how we respond, right? And when people were freaking out back in the beginning of 2020 about toilet paper, I started to think about something that, and I forgot his name. I always forget names. I hate it when I do. The guys in the Big Short, I forgot, the smart one, the guy that Michael something, I forgot his name. He mentioned that the next thing that people is going to cause scarcity is water. I remember him saying that, right? And then you start to go into the grocery stores, and then you notice that there's literally you go into the grocery stores and the shelves are empty. And so I found this article today where it was talking about different school districts are facing food shortage challenges, along with the UK as well, right? And when you start to hear about that, it makes you wonder, like, okay, I know you guys are wondering, what does that have to do with crypto? I'm getting there, because it's all going to tie in to this conversation in regards to inflation and crypto. Michael Berry, C3, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you, brother. C3 says the article didn't age well. Yeah, you know what, C3? Maybe Bitcoin will hit it next year. Maybe next year, maybe in 2023. I think we'll still hit 300K. I think Bitcoin will go up to $500,000. You know, might even go up to $1 million. Who knows? But I think $500,000 for sure. In several years, you know what I'm saying? In a few years, you know, heck, we could hit 300K next year. I know people, oh, that sounds crazy. I know. And guess what? People were calling me crazy in 2017 when Bitcoin was $1,000. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. It's funny because I had my cousin call me and he's like, damn, I should have listened to you back in 2017. If I would have put 10 stacks in, I'd easily have $1 million by now. I said, yeah, you're right. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying, guys, that whenever you say something that is outside the realm of other people's imagination, yeah, you're going to sound crazy to them. But if I would have told you guys 2 years ago that in 2019, November the 23rd, that in about 4 months from that date, that you would be in lockdown, you wouldn't be able to go anywhere, stores would be closed, would you have believed me? No, you would have thought I was insane. That's facts. So when I was talking about the food shortage, which I've been talking about since last year, right? And you start to look at the supply chain issue. This is the issue that blockchain can help solve. And this is more of an educational piece, right? Because at the end of the day, you're telling me we live in 2021 and we having inflation issues? Oh, and let me not get off the inflation topic. Before I even get into the food shortage deeper, let's talk about the inflation issue. See, why don't these people talk about this? Back in 2020, a fifth of all US dollars were created that year in 2020. A fifth of all dollars were created. Now, remember, they're talking about this infrastructure bill that's going to put what, 1.7 more trillion? Print 1.7 more trillion? What do you guys think that's going to do to the dollar? This is going to sound crazy to you guys, but there's going to come a time very soon where you're going to see people get into crypto because the dollar is going to tank. All it takes is one trigger. What happened in Texas last year? Y'all forgot? Okay. Now I know I'm all over the place. I know you guys are like, gosh, Solo, you're not making sense. I know I'm scatterbrained today because I'm trying to connect this so that way you guys can understand. But all it takes is one trigger. World Economic Forum. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to show you this. And I got to say, shout out to Maurice Johnson for giving me this information. 20% of fiat supply in 1 year. Scary. Exactly, bro. And they're planning on printing 1.7 million more dollars. So once again, what is that going to do to your dollar? Anybody remember Greece in 2013 or was it 2012? What about Venezuela not too long ago? It's going to get really, really scary in America in the next couple months. But you know what, guys? This is why I'm giving you this information, because I want you guys to be prepared. Because when I was talking about the food shortage, oh, Solo, you're bugging, you're tripping, blah, blah, blah. And now the food shortage is literally here. Now I don't sound crazy. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what could trigger something. Hold on one second here. I'm gonna lower the music a little bit. Pardon me, guys. And I know I'm all over the place. Forgive me. But here, the internet disruption kind of disrupted my flow. So, here we go, guys. Hold on. Let me wind this back. Now, guys, are you reading this? What if extreme weather froze your bank account? Wait, what? Okay, let's continue. The world's digital financial systems are increasingly interconnected. Okay, cool. Companies have to rely on one another in a network of critical interdependencies. So what does that mean? It means that companies all are running a different type of system. Okay, continue. Look at this. It means that a severe snowstorm, for example, a snowstorm, guys, if you're in the Midwest, hit one. You guys know I live in the coldest state in America, outside of Alaska. Facts. Well, sometimes we're colder than Alaska. Facts. Guys, when it gets 30 below zero and there's a snowstorm with a foot of snow, what happens? Power lines get knocked down because there's so much snow and wind. If your power lines are knocked down, you can't turn on your lights, can't turn on your television, and you can't do what else? You can't go online. We've become so dependent on the internet that the power lines are out. You're SOL. Look at it. It said access denied. Let's go back to that. Access denied, bruh. So what would you do in a situation where you needed money, but your bank is experiencing a cyber attack? God forbid. God forbid. Or you're dealing with a snowstorm like they did in Texas last year. They got about 6 inches, guys. And I don't mean no disrespect to Texas, because I got a lot of Texans that watch my channels. I love my Texans. I really do. Y'all got the best food. Y'all got the thickest pogs. I love my Texans. Facts. Y'all had 6 inches of snow. It shut Austin down. It shut the cities down in Texas. 6 inches is a cakewalk in my city. A foot of snow, cakewalk. 2 feet, no, that might be a problem. Because we built for that. But what would you do if you're in a situation where now you're stuck at home in a snowstorm and you want to transfer some money, but you can't because your internet provider or your bank's internet provider is down or they've been cyber attacked? What would you do? Do you have gold and silver stocked? Oh, I know what you're going to say. Well, Solo, if the internet is down, it means I can't do my crypto either, right? That's why you got a cold storage wallet, bro. And remember, we already debunked that with the Morse code. I'm not going to learn that. Okay, well, I can't help you with that then. Let's keep going. Wait. Guys, when they speak in code. An average cyber ripple event. Now, Mike Shinnery, what crypto is associated with the word ripple? It's like they be telling y'all like this is what's gonna happen. Then you're gonna have to get this. I find it very interesting how they have ripple event in parentheses. Which is my favorite crypto, guys? Yeah, C3, you're right. My favorite crypto is Ripple, aka XRP. X marks the spot. One coin to lead them, one coin to rule them all. XRP. I've been saying this since 2017. Don't believe me? Go watch my old videos. When XRP was 7 cents. I've been talking about XRP since then, when it was 3 cents. That's facts. XRP is going to be amazing, guys. It's going to be amazing. You know why XRP people are so bullish? Are they crazy? Some, you could make that point. I mean, I guess. XRP has so many different partnerships with various banks. It's like they're not even trying to hide it anymore. And when I saw the report, and I might pull it up, where basically JP Morgan was saying like, yo, XRP's crapping. Excuse my choice of verbiage, but I'm really passionate about this. Crapping all over the Swift system that we're using right now. Ripple is lapping. The technology, guys, that you're using now is so outdated, it's not even funny. Why is it that when you go to a store, it takes 5 to 10 business days to get a refund? That is crazy. We have the technology where you can get it instantaneously. But no. We got to make the average person wait to get their money back. But when they take the money out of your account, they certainly don't take 5, 7, 10 business days to do that, do they? Let's continue. So one hack in one company, and they were able to access thousands of companies by just hacking one, guys. The government already, well, certain people in the government have already said that America's cybersecurity protection is outdated. I don't doubt it at all. You got 12-year-olds hacking us. What a joke. So imagine all you need to do is hack one company, and then you can have access to not only thousands of companies, but also millions of consumers. Everybody thinks that World War III, we're going to blow each other up. No, World War III has already been going on. What's the best way to attack your enemy? Cyber attacks, biochemical warfare. Those two together. You could attack your enemy by doing a cyber attack and then go over there and they would never know. We've kind of already seen it before. Pearl Harbor. Wait, Pearl Harbor wasn't a cyber attack? No, but they used a very interesting stealth system. What do I mean by that? So basically, they send a small group that flew kind of below the radar. So when we looked at it, the Pearl Harbor soldiers, they thought it was a weather crew from Japan, just, taking the weather. What am I saying by this? I'm saying that if you do a cyber attack, it's a stealthy way of doing it. Darkman Jeff, thank you. Darkman Jeff, my man. Exactly, economic warfare. You could disable, disband, and destroy your enemy, and you don't even have to lose a single life. You don't have to do it. If you're willing to play the long game, China, vagina, excuse me, no COVID. But if you're able to play the long game and you're willing to wait decades, maybe even centuries, but decades for sure with the technology we got right now, you could destroy your enemy and they would never even know it. It's chess, not checkers, right? Right. So when you look at these things, and once again, this all ties into this hyperinflation that we've been talking about and how fragile our system truly is. And the average American doesn't even realize that. If there was this sort of event, and I'm not here to fearmonger, but an event to trigger where you're not able to access your funds or there's a snowstorm, you guys saw how people were going nuts over toilet paper. What would you do now if everybody at the same time is trying to get to the bank? You guys have to realize that when I go back to that Forbes article that I played at the beginning, and now you're looking where people are looking to hedge their money, because right now, guys, as I'm telling you this, I know for a fact, that their stock investors, brokers, telling their top level clients to get their money out of the stock market because it's going to crash. Oh, well, you sound crazy. Right. Remember what I said last year? I talked about the food shortage. You guys said the same thing, that I was crazy. And now food shortage is here. Supply chain shortage is here. The reality is this, guys. The reason why, it's a very simple reason why the powers that be don't want to switch over to blockchain in regards to a decentralized manner fully is because now it creates transparency. And it takes away their power, and it gives the power to you as the individual to be able to control your own sovereignty. There's no reason in 2021 that there should be a food shortage in America. None. There shouldn't even be a food shortage in the world. None. There's no reason that a snowstorm should render you incapable of transferring or withdrawing your money. None. So how blockchain could save the world from food shortage, okay? So basically, let's play this video here. This is just the farmland mapping. Okay. So basically, as that video that I showed you guys earlier, right? That shows how everything is interconnected, but it's outdated. And I'm not going to really read this whole article, but this is the same with the supply chain, right? The supply chain keeps accurate information that cannot be tampered with. The problem is you have all these different entities. You have farmers, you have transportation companies, you have these grocery stores, or even other companies, and they're all using different type of software technology. Blockchain, cryptocurrencies in particular, like Chainlink and others, aim to solve that by giving you interoperability. And I know I'm butchering the word, where you have different systems that can talk to each other, right? But the reality is, think about it like this. The use of blockchain can ease and fasten the processing time for land transactions and property transfer, allowing anyone to freely access the property without high administrative boundaries. Moreover, the ownership information on the blockchain ensure the rightful property owner and eradicates conflict. Now, that's not just with the agriculture and the food, but if you look at a company like VeChain, and you guys know I'm very bullish on VeChain, even though I think that VeChain is being suppressed. I don't know why, but it is. Or people are sleeping on VeChain. We have the technology now where you can, up to the minute, know where packages are at. For example, like a UPS delivery or USPS or FedEx. Your packages are still getting lost. And I understand there's human error. I understand. But what if we have a system that lets you know where it's at step by step? And so at the end of the day, when you look at this article, right? Well, now we're talking about how blockchain is going to help with not just in regards to cryptocurrencies by having faster transactions and borderless payments, but also how blockchain, some of these crypto companies and blockchain companies will help in regards to the supply chain system by making sure data is accurate. By if there is food that needs to be recalled because of food, any reason like salmonella or some sort of a recall, where it'll be able to be recalled instantaneously instead of several months later, where it's like, oh, sorry, I know you're dead, but we're sorry, right? It's very important to realize that when we look at cryptocurrency, and this is one of the things that I talked about in a video that I made 2 or 3 months ago, it's not just about the price point, guys. It's not just about, oh, how high is the price going to go? We're talking about fixing real world issues. We're talking about fixing real world problems. Thank you, Neck of the Woods, for the donation. Appreciate you, brother. He says, people really need to be super chatting in this video. Appreciate this. Right? So the point I'm trying to make, guys, is that blockchain and cryptocurrencies will solve these issues in regards to inflation. Now, can it save the world from a food shortage? I don't know about that, but I certainly think it can help it a lot. Definitely. It's 2021. They're talking about automation and robots, but you're telling me that you don't even know where a container is that came from overseas? You're telling me that we don't have the technology or the wherewithal to make sure that when a snowstorm happens, everything is good, that I'm able to get to my bank account with no problems? And so when you start to think about how fragile the system is, how we're printing money, how 20% of the currency was printed last year, and how they're planning to print more, what do you guys think it's going to do to the dollar? Anyway, guys, I went way longer than I wanted to, and I forgive me, guys. I'm kind of mad that the internet went down. It kind of really ruined my flow, so that's why I was all over the place. Know what I'm saying? But I really appreciate you guys for supporting me. I want everybody to win, guys. You know what I mean? So like I said, if you an intermediary or advanced, join the Patreon, man. I talk about different coins. I talk about the act of God. Nobody else in the cryptocurrency community is even talking about this, bro. I'm giving you guys like advanced level game, bro. I can't even share this because, once again, these content creators like to watch me from the clouds and steal my shit. So that's facts, And so we talk about different coins, secured ship. I talked about that before I even talked about that on YouTube. The Zoom wallet thing, I did that, a few days, almost a week ago on Patreon. I put that up on YouTube, but that's all advanced stuff, guys. That's not, we don't just talk about cookie cutter stuff, man. We talk about advanced stuff. So, in regards to the market, still very bullish. Make sure to cop the Trendsetter Cryptocurrency course. But I'm still very bullish on the market, right? 56,000. Listen, if crypto goes down to 5,000, I'd be happy. Why? It's a buying opportunity. If it goes up to 90,000, I'll be happy. Why? Because then it's time to cash out. Have a cash out plan too. You know what I mean? And now I already made a stream on that, but it's definitely something I'll be talking about more when things are gonna go crazier. Also, guys, I'll be a special guest tomorrow on the O'Shea Vlogcast channel. You guys want to know what tomorrow's topic is? Because only O'Shea could come up with that. You guys want to know what tomorrow's topic is? We're going to be talking about crypto and you guys' favorite topic. We're going to talk about crypto and Bernice. That's all I'm allowed to say. We're going to talk about crypto and yeah. We're going to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I know what you guys are thinking. Yeah. Finally, Solo. Get back. Yeah. I know you guys want me to go back to the old Solo, but maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Maybe tomorrow. Anyway, guys. God bless you guys. And I might do another live stream because I'm not happy with this one. I'm not gonna lie. I might do another live stream tomorrow on this channel as well. We'll probably do a coin analysis, right? So we're just gonna be looking at different coins. We're just gonna look at different coins, stuff like that. It's gonna be dope. Anyway, guys, God bless you. And I'm out. Peace.